Now then, guys, how you doing? Where have you been? Check out all this lovely weather around here. It's great, isn't it? And how long has it made us wait for it? It's made us wait a long time and chucked a load of rain down, hasn't it? Yeah? So, welcome back to Andy's BCA. We're back on the allotment, and you're going to get a lot more up-to-date footage, and it's just great, isn't it? It's just great. I mean, how long have we waited for this? I mean, how long's it going to last? How long's a piece of string? You know, so... Oh, God. How the devil are you? Seems like ages, doesn't it? Now, I've been putting the odd video in week by week with a bit of mixture of the camper van and... but it's hard at the beginning of the year, because when you're on your allotment, when it's cold and you haven't got a bit of weather, first things first, you need 15 degrees to even germinate and operate seeds. So that's where the problem is. And on Andy's BCA, well, I grow a lot of chillies, peppers, tomatoes, cucumbers. You can't really start, well, you can start your chillies and peppers off from January onwards, but even though I did start them off, if you remember the previous videos and that about using the wet paper towel method to germinate your seeds and at least put the tails in the soil and then get things started. Even so, we're only on end of March, beginning of April now at the moment, and even though like I'm supposed to be ahead of the game, they're still only about that big. You know, you're talking the 2 inches tall. Just seems to be a lot of work and that, but it's exciting, and it's things that we all like doing, isn't it? We all like doing these type of things, otherwise you wouldn't be here and I wouldn't be here. So yeah. So I'm just sitting down at the moment. I'm just having a look at myself, and so the bird feeding, and put a load of bird feeding stuff out, as you can see. I don't know if any of them are there or not, but you know, I just find it so peaceful. You know, coming down here for half an hour here, half an hour there, and then you know, it's beautiful now. This time of year is when you're getting the best out of your allotment. So as I spoke on before, we talked about February and March. Have you been getting some stuff ready? So I put a few things out on the socials, a bit funny videos and that, you know, about getting your allotment ready, you know, about soil preparation, yeah, rejuvenating your soil. If you want to put some feed back into it, that's all well and good. And you've got your compost piles as well, so, and you can rejuvenate your compost piles as well, and just start in a preparation mode, ready for about now, for when you can start planting. Remember, on your allotment, just plant things that you like. Just you know, I've done it myself. I've done it for years. You know what I mean? I've put loads of stuff in. Oh, look at me! I've got this, that, and the other. And you know, it's just pointless wasting stuff. I did give a lot of it away, but yeah, that's just how it is. So just plant what you want to, or germinate your seeds, plant your seeds, stuff that you like growing, stuff that makes you feel better and you can eat, or at least get some enjoyment out of it. And that's what life on the allotment is all about. It's doing something that you enjoy doing, which is one or two people are down here today, here at Morecambe. So the weather's sunny, so, you know, why not use the time? So, preparation, end of March, beginning of April, so you're thinking about what you're going to grow. Also, you're going to be thinking about on your allotment where you're going to put it. Have the space for it. Can it grow with other stuff next to it? Does it like the other stuff that's going to be put next to it? You know, it's a bit like when you grow stuff in the greenhouse, you can also put things like marigolds, African marigolds in there. You know, all these little tips and these little things that are starting to go on now. So, in early March, what we also did on Andy's BCA, I've had a bit of a change this year, and I've decided to have more fruit. I'm just doing it for the grandkids, really. So I've put a load of strawberry plants in. You've probably seen the pictures and stuff like that. I've also got a plum tree, a Victoria plum tree. And also we've got a cherry tree in there as well now. And last year, if you remember last year, I got my mate to come and he separated the apple and pear tree for us. Remember, because what Chris said them trees are no good together. And you know what? That guy was absolutely right. So we separated the apple and the pear tree. And guess what? It's starting to bud and starting to leave and everything. So more exciting times. So yeah. So what we'll do is in a minute, so we'll have a couple of phases. So just to get updated and everything, we'll have a walk around the allotment, which is what we always do, so we can have a look at what we planted and what we're thinking about planting, and then we can take a look in the greenhouse and see what's going on in the greenhouse. So guys, that's brilliant. So I've just got these here. I'm just going to just put these last two out. Now then, anybody that knows me knows I like a laugh. Yeah. So I don't know if you've noticed, I put some windy flags out, winds, whatever they are, and some toys up here. So when the grandkids come and that, they see the nice stuff up here. Yeah. So I put them out. Yeah. So they look brilliant. Yeah, I'm dead pleased with them. So we'll just put this one out as well. This one here. Yeah. This one's a big one, isn't it? Yeah. One thing I like doing down out on these allotment is I like to feed the birds. Apart from guy over there with his strimmer, I like to listen to the birds. So, where are we going to put this so it doesn't blow out the wind? This is the problem. We can just put it somewhere where it won't get too blown. It's going mad already. Right, there we go. It'll have to go there next to that other one. I came here the other day and there was a couple on the floor, which is a bit disheartening because I do put a good bit of food out. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just a bit crazy. I enjoy it. A lot of the birds get fed and it's just lovely and peaceful to listen to it. So we've still got these as well. I've still got 4 of these and I need to drill some holes in them just so the water can go out. I've got some of these. Oh, I'll tell you what, Racanonusis or whatever they're called. I can't pronounce the name, but these daft things that look. I just like the looks of the flowers. These Racanonusis or whatever. I don't know. You got to plant them in that way, spikes down apparently. So I think that's what we're going to put in them tubs down there. I should have the thing, and then I maybe be able to pronounce it properly. So then, that's a bit of a kicker, isn't it? Really? Yeah? You know what I mean? Yeah? So, and also, I've got a nice couple of signs here for Father's Day. I'll get them put up on my shed. That was off the grandkids. So thank you, love you to bits, guys. So we'll get them put up in a bit anyway. Yeah. So, yeah, and I bought some more. Went to your local cheap shop. What do they call that place? Home garden centre. Home. Can't remember. Anyway, £1.70. £1.70. 20 centimetre grow pot. So I bought about 7 or 8 of these, and they'll do good for the chillies or the peppers. So yeah, needed to buy a few extra anyway. So that's about the right size you need. for your chilli and pepper plants. I think that's ample enough. 20 centimetre grow pot, yeah? So come on you guys, get off your phones and get it all sorted out. Get some planting done. Get down the allotment, alright? Here we go guys, that's all the birds done. As you can see here. Got the bird feed and got the bird food out there. Got my daft little fans up there. Got one down here actually. One down there. All the bird food. Fan up there. And some little toy things up there. All nice for the grandkids. So I've had to buy some more black buckets, haven't I? They're brand new them. I'll be marking them up as well. Because I did have 55 black buckets on Andy's BCA. Yeah. I counted 40, so 15 buckets have gone walkies. Yeah. So I'm now back up to 50 buckets because I've just bought these 10 here. So we've now got 50 black buckets in total on my allotment. Let's see what happens. So let's have a little update what's going on. So then, clematis or clematis, that was one plant, yeah, they were all together, so I've split them and I've actually got 4 plants out of them, so that weren't bad going. So, and they have started to bud as well, yeah, you look at some of the shoots on here, yeah. Some are shooting there. We've just got a little one there. And we've got some up here. So they have taken to the pots, which is good news. But yeah, that's brilliant. So I do like the clematis. So what have I been doing? So I've had a few visits down the allotment because I can only do half an hour, 40 minutes. Here and there. Some days are good, some days are bad, but and that's just how it is. So it's took me a couple of weeks, but I've planted all the dahlia tubers in, as you've seen on the previous videos and that. So what we did was just let's have a look in the shed here, when the camera can be bothered turning. So there you go. So that's how all last year's tubers, yeah, I kept them, dried them off, well, washed them off, got all the soil off them, dried them off, if you remember, when I had that bit with the power wash. Got them dried and then stored them in these plastic boxes full of sawdust in here. And they've actually kept, and they kept well. I was dead happy about that. They kept dead well, so... and here we've got some ericaceous compost there spare for fruit plants and trees, so that's good. So yeah, so that's what we did. I'm just trying to straighten this up, hold on. Yeah, so we're talking about the dahlia buckets and that now. So yeah, so we've planted all the dahlias in, so there's a bit of good news. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We've got 10 here. I've got 5 more to plant in the black buckets down there, and I've got some in the top. I've probably got about 15, 20 over here. Yeah. So we'll have a look at that stuff in a minute. You remember last year when I said that I was going to go mad on the sunflowers? Well, I've made a start. So here, there's a sunflower there. Sunflower, 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 all the way down there. And over at the metal frame, you remember, that Claudia put up over there, at the back end of the allotment, I'm going to have sunflowers growing all along that metal frame, both sides. So it should look quite nice and attractive, the allotment, this year, this growing year. And yeah, we just get some sunflowers. Sunflowers are nice things out there. They're just like a happy feeling there. You know, people like sunflowers, don't they? So you'll be glad to know that in here, I decided to get clever, didn't I? And I planted 120 onions about January. and then all the rain come down, like we was gifted with all that rain. Probably 2 months worth of rain in 1 week, so it's killed all them onions off. So my loss, so no problem. I didn't think they were going to make it because it gets quite stodgy down here on the allotment. So basically I've decided to start some veg, some cabbage, some broccoli, what else have I started? Lettuce and stuff like that anyway. And I'm going to try and get some swede, and I'm going to fill this up, but I'll put a few bits in it, but I'll mainly have like winter stuff in there. Come June or July, I'll make sure that this is definitely full of stuff for Christmas, because that's when you start replanting for Christmas, any June or July. And if you grow hardy like root veg like that, carrots, turnips, swede, cabbages, things like that, it'll keep up till Christmas, if not longer. So great news. So as you can see here, so we've only got one apple tree there, yeah. Pear tree's gone over there. That's where the pear tree is, over there at the back. And then we've got our first cherry tree here. And then if you look over here, when we get round to it in a minute, that's a Victoria plum tree at the back. That one there, yeah, that's a Victoria plum tree right next to the greenhouse with a stake in it and a flag, one of Andy's bloody windmills anyway. Yeah, so we ain't doing too bad, to be honest, so I'm quite happy with the way things are at the moment. So we've got these 4 pots down here, still free to grow. We've got to plant in them. I've got some down here. Alright mate, how you doing?
Yeah, good, yeah, nice day today.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? Yeah. So down here at the moment, I just put some, what are they called? Some flowers in there anyway. I can't remember the name of the flowers. What they called? Oh. You know what? I can't remember everything, but they are, is it Isaacs? Anyway, when they start coming up, they're quite nice. They've got like a blue ball on the top of them. I just can't find my words at the moment, but they're really nice, them. And so Claudia raised this up for me, yeah, this ground here, because it was getting full of water around here. So she did me a favour there. The only thing is, I need to raise this bit up here as well, because this is getting a bit stodgy and full of water. I mean, look at let's have a look at the footprints and that down there. You see, that's how bad it can get with the rain and everything. It's just this area here. It's just this bit. It's just this bit and this bit here. They're the only bits that fill up with water, really. So it's not that bad, to be honest. So just yeah. So these are still free here, and I might just put like a little bit of veg in there. So yeah. So we've got the rose bushes and that in the middle, and a lot of the perennials in these buckets here. So these buckets here, all these here, they've all got perennials and that in them. And there you are. There's the rest of the dahlias in the black buckets. You've got them there. You've got some more sunflowers here on the right. They're for the grandkids, these. I'm going to give these to the grandkids. Get them up a bit for them. So there we have garlic. We've got all the garlic in. I put that in December. So that'll hopefully come. And we've got here, we've got blueberry, raspberry, blueberry, raspberry. Yeah. So that's okay. You look at them here. Oh, let's have a look. There we are. So we've got a blueberry, raspberry, blueberry, 2 different blueberries and 2 different raspberries, so they pollinate off each other. Yeah. So that's what we're doing. And then we've got compost area covered up, compost area there. So, and this is what it looks like at the moment. Let's have a look. So there's all the dahlias. They're all planted up. They're looking good now, yeah. And over here, yeah, you see all the sunflowers, both sides of the fence. We're going to have whacking great sunflowers up there. So that's what we're aiming for. The big tall giant ones. Some are American giants, and some are English. That's what it said on the packet anyway. Yeah, some are going to be like red ones and bright yellow ones. So, yeah. So here, we've got some, let's have a look. Got some lovely bleeding heart plants here. And these are the rare white ones and pink ones. So I've got a red set, a white set and a pink set. You can see them going off now, yeah. These ones are the red ones, I think. So they're slowly but surely getting there, yeah. They look lovely, don't they? Do you know what I mean? So I think these could be pink ones here. Yeah, they look a bit pinky, to be honest, but they're not out yet, so we don't know. And what I decided to do was, because I liked them that much, I bought one for there and bought one for there. So you'll see them in a couple of weeks. The only thing about bleeding hearts is it just comes out for about 3-4 weeks. You probably get about 4 weeks out of them, which is a shame really, because it's such a lovely plant. However, so there you can see now the sunflowers as well. So they're all there, potted both sides of the fence that Claudia built for me. Yeah. So that's sorted. So again here, all the strawberry plants that I sent off for, and I planted them all about February. I potted them in. That's for the grandkids. So exciting times. And what's more exciting for me is you can see the apple tree budding. Can't you look at that? So we're going to get some pink lady apples. I'm looking forward to that. I got that excited. I put one of them windmill things on top of the tree. Down here, when you look down here, do you know what these are? These are gooseberries. And I just broke the sticks off, planted them in the soil, and look, they've started off again. So that's more gooseberries. Here we've got the perennials. Remember, last year I just split them all apart. Look at them, they've all come up now, all the perennials. Got some in here, here, and here. Honestly, I just split them up, and look, they're all growing. So yeah, I was dead happy about that. So look at this as well. So here we have the pear tree, yeah. This is the pear tree, look, and it's budding lovely. I'll just step back a bit so you can see it a bit better. But yeah, it's a really great. I mean, down here I've already got gooseberry bushes and that in the blue tubs here. So yeah, well, that's great. So here we have our Victoria plum tree. Probably be another 3 years or so before we get anything off that. I stuck that in a blue tub. So there we have some salad potatoes in the buckets, and I've just topped the soil up. There's various types of salad potatoes in there. If you go back to me socials and that, you'll see the name of them. I think they're called Pentelan Javelin and Vivaldi. Yeah, you got some Vivaldi. Caledonian Pearl. Yeah. Pentelan Javelin, which is probably what these are. Yeah, Pentelan Javelin. Yeah, there you go. So that's what's in the bags. Yeah. So in these 3 green bags, we've got Pentil and Javelin, yeah, and then the other one we've got Vivaldi, which is over here, and Caledonian Pearl in these 2, yeah. So at least we know what we've got. Let's just try and straighten the camera. Yeah, so that's what we've got down here. So that's great. Salad potatoes, you can't beat them, can you? You know. Oh yes, over there. There's the cherry tree on your left in the new stake. So that's a cherry tree on its own over there, out the way of the apple tree. And the apple tree seems to be budding okay. So I'm dead happy about that. So beggars can't be choosers, as I always say at the end of the day. Yeah. So it's looking all right at the moment. So Fandabby Doozy. Was it Fandabby Dozy? So these are empty, so there's nothing in these. I might just put some of them Racanoosas or whatever they're called. Can't even say it, can I? So, not a lot going on in here at the moment, because I think it's just a little bit tad early to be doing anything with tomatoes yet. But look at them for cost lettuce. Yeah, not bad. Not bad for cost lettuce, that. So, yeah, so we'll go into the other greenhouse where I've been doing all my seeds and stuff. So, there we go. So there's a few sunflowers there for emergencies in case I need them. And then, as you can see, got some tomato plants here. I mean, they're struggling, to be honest. Maybe it's not enough heat yet, but anyway, yeah. So I've got in here, I've got market more cucumbers, trying to get a bit of a lift out of there. The sunflowers, as I said before. In here, chilies, peppers, chilies. We've got different ones there. Got a few broccoli, yeah. Oh yes, Andy's doing a bit of veg this year. Don't you worry about that. We've got some more cost lettuce down here, some more broccoli, and a real crap effort of parsnips. They're terrible. So you've got to fail at something. You can't just be spot on at everything in life. And here we've got like massive red sunflowers. These are going to be the red ones, all these here. And I'm going to plant them in between the ones that are already out. And then here we've got what's called Little Leo sunflowers. They only grow about 40-50 centimetres, but they have many heads on them. There we go. Look, they've made a start there. So, Little Leo, they're called. They're excellent. So, I'm just pleased at the moment, right, to be honest, that at least I've got some chilies and peppers to be playing with. There. Look, I started them off in January, I think it was. Let me just move this so you can see it all. Yeah, so I'll give you a good look there. So there's a few to be going on with. When they start getting 3 leaves, 4 leaves or whatever, you can transplant them into the big pots. And that's the big pots that they're in. I'm just going to put one in there. So yeah, and I don't even know what these are. These just started the other day. So I thought I'd single them out, yeah, and just put them in pots. So when they grow, I'll tell you what they are. So yeah, guys, that's it. That's really it at the moment. Andy's BCA, so let's get planting. So anyway, so we've got lots to look forward to, because when you look down here, I've not even planted anything here on the left hand side. Yeah, and they're just I'm just chancing it with these to see if they come back alive, whether they will or not. I don't think they will, to be honest, but they're chilies from last year, to be honest. So yeah. Right guys, you just bear with me a minute. Alright, so that's where we are. So that's brilliant. So let's get the season started. We'll look forward to a lot more videos and everything. And like I said, think about what you want to plant. Have a think about it. Don't just chuck everything in and just for the sake of it, because one, it's a waste of food, and you know, to be environmentally and sustainably, we don't want to just do loads of food. If you're going to give it away and give it to someone who will benefit from it, and that's brilliant. Yeah, I like the idea of that. That's brilliant. Yeah, so that's great stuff. So I'll carry on doing my daft stuff. Who knows? You might see some hot dogs growing from the tree. Remember that? That was quite funny. That actually. Yeah. So we'll get them black buckets sorted out. I'll get these bottoms drilled out. I'll probably do that tomorrow. But you know, there's no rush, is there? You know, it's no rush at all. You just do what you like to do, and do what makes you happy. And I think that's the title for this year. I think everyone's going through a bit of a rough patch at the moment. And a lot of people are going through a rough patch. And what you got to remember is there's always somebody worse off than you. Yeah. So I count myself lucky where I'm at and what's going on. So yeah. So we've got each other though at the end of the day, ain't we? So keep watching. Yeah. Please subscribe to my channel. I need subscribers. You know, I've probably done about 58 videos and I've got 58 subscribers. The 58 subscribers that I'm absolutely overwhelmed with and I'm very happy for. But what I'm finding hard at the moment is getting the name out there of Andy's BCA and getting people to make comments and share stuff and coming on, like my channel and all that lot, you know. But that's just how it is. So I wish you all well, happy growing, happy planting, or even happy plant killing. Whatever you're doing, have fun. Whatever you do, make sure you have fun. Alright? Bye for now.